Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And, well, things are about to get a bit sticky around here as we move on to Mission A5, Sticky Situation. Something unexpected, and gross, has happened to the Gloomy Manor. It's been infested with spiders, and they're redecorating the place with sticky webs. Yeah, we kinda noticed in all the other missions. It started suddenly, and definitely not by natural means. At this rate, just walking around the place will soon become impossible. Get back to the manor post-haste and suck up every last web with the Poltergust 5000. You kidding me? You know how many webs there are in there? Meanwhile, I'll try to figure out how this could have happened. I mean, I can tell you how it happened. A bunch of spiders put them there. So, once again, we're starting at the entrance. Not much has changed here, at any rate. But I figure for this mission, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep the bottom screen active, because as you can see, we do have quite a bit that we're going to need to do around here. Each of those exclamation points indicates a floor with a room that has webs in it that we need to vacuum, and there's 45 in all that we need to find. Starting here in the mud room, where the first thing we're going to need to do is take care of some hiders. Come on out, you. Oh, there's another one over here anyway. There's going to be less ghost action in this mission and more just sucking up all these webs. There's also going to be a number of spiders appearing in each room, but we don't have to suck them in. Though you can still flash them for a few extra coins. Oh, well, I would have if he stuck around a little longer. But there you go. Just vacuum up the ghosts, and that's going to bring the lights on, but we're not quite done with this room until we've gotten all the webs sucked in. Finding all the webs can be a little tricky, but it's perfectly doable. It basically just becomes one little Easter egg hunt. You'll get a little celebration animation from Luigi once you have found all the webs. We checked this thing 3 times, and only now are we getting the coins. That's kind of weird. And you can press this switch again, but as you can see, nothing's going to come out. So, carrying on to the next room, we'll go ahead and use the dark light on this picture again to give us a single coin. That was worth it. So we're going to have some webs to collect here in the guard hall. Quickly get out of the way before you get hit by that sword. But you do need to vacuum that web first, so be quick about it. Once again, destroying the spiders is not mandatory, but it certainly does help. Guys, do you mind? Oh, right, I guess I gotta back off first. You know, run into a spider. Then we can go across. Vacuum up this last web, and that's gonna bring the lights back on. Okay, moving on. So as you can see, we have a couple more rooms here on the first floor that we need to take care of. One by one, we shall do so. Now, this room has a little more to it that we need to do. There's a little web ball here, and if we use it on this candle here, it will light it into flames. This will allow us to basically walk right through every spider that we see without any issue. And they automatically turn into coins for us to boot. Anyway, take it down and take down the wall of webs. I'll admit, this is pretty fun. Gives new meaning to the term WM1. And of course, each of these giant web walls counts as 1 towards our total. Come on down, I dare ya. That was kind of mean. Okay, so if we remove these pictures here, we can look through this hole and get a preview of what's to come in the library. Well, what do we have here? Well, there's a boo in there that we're going to need to deal with. But first, let's get a little money. Very good. And actually, before we go into the library, we need to go take a quick step outside because there's some goodies to be had out here as well. For example, a new ghost type. This is a gold greenie, basically taking the place of the speedy spirits from the previous game. They'll drop a bunch of money for you if you manage to catch them. And speaking of a lot of money, there's a lot of things that you can use the poltergust on for some additional cash. A lot of the things that were giving us money before, yeah, they'll do it again in this mission. So, it's well worth the effort to come out here. Come on, spirit balls. Wow, I could not vacuum that for some reason. Let's try it again. There we go. So anyway, we can go back under the stairs, and that's going to make all these gold spiders appear again. And that's going to mean 4 more gold bars for us. I believe there's a little more money we can get over here as well. The EGAD statue is still here. Let's make it fly again. And get all the money for it. The cheap statue is gone again. But hitting it with the dark light, I don't think that's going to get us any additional money. That's basically just going to let you get this gemstone if you missed it the first time. Anything over here? Well, we got a gold bone. That'll add another 200 gold to our total if we can bring it to the end of the level. But anyway, let's go ahead and take care of the action in the library. There's going to be several invisible items in here, including several piles of books. I'm not sure if we actually need to make all the books visible again. I mean, I don't think it's really going to affect the mission if we do or don't do it. There's only one thing here that we need to make visible. Perhaps it's already apparent, but the piano's gone. So we'll use the dark light on that. Get all the spirit balls. Oh, never mind, that brought that pile of books back. Now let's do the piano. That's going to make several more spirit balls appear. And that's going to make Boo appear. Ooga Booga. Did I scare you? My name's, wait for it, Ooga Booga. Stupid ghost! You made me look bad! So anyway, use the dark light and try and track it down. There you are. And now we'll just have to send it flying across the room while we collect all these spirit balls from another set of books that we apparently missed. And now let's finish it off. Alright, that's another Boo in the bag.
I do it.
And over in this corner, well, there was a spider web on this picture, but it looks like we already vacuumed it, possibly by accident. But there's another one here on these books. Those books were invisible, so we definitely had to get that one. But as you can see, there's going to be more webs upstairs, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Looks like we're done with this part of the library, at least. So, let's start making our way upstairs. And, yeah, as you can see, we've got some work to do around here. Let's start in the Master Hall. So there's some gold spiders that will appear right away. Flash them quickly to get a gold bar. And let's get to work on those spider webs. Can y'all not? So by vacuuming this web, you make the picture fall and then the candle is going to tilt downwards. This is going to be important for us to be able to progress in this room. Because now we have to pull this web sack down and then drag it all the way over to the fire. And that's going to light it like a fuse. Which then drops down another web sack for us. Once again, try and get it in your vacuum. There we go. Light it on fire, and now we'll be able to take out spiders and webs, whatever we walk into. And that takes care of this room. Let's go ahead and head on over to these side rooms here. Once again, another chance to get this gem if you missed it. I was mainly checking to see if it would drop cash this time. But yeah, same story as before. We need to try and find all the webs that are in here. Still one around. Oh, there it is. Even though there's exactly 44 webs that we need to find throughout the manor, it's not super hard to find them because at least you do have this nifty map telling you where you need to look for them. So I'm grateful for that at least. Okay, so let's ignite this. And now we need to get this fan spinning. Make it catch fire, and then it will light that web off to the side. Then we'll just vacuum this one. And if you have a keen eye here, you might notice that there's a gem back there. So let's go ahead and get it. And I'm not picking it up. Well, that was hit detection. Okay, I do believe we have another gemstone that we can collect in the study, so let's head on over there as well. We don't actually have any webs that we need to collect over there, but I do want to get that gemstone out of the way. It's right here behind the curtains. So, once again, use the dark light on it, and it will just pop right out for us. Now, unfortunately, we can't come back the way we came, so we're going to have to go back downstairs and then back upstairs in order to get back here. Okay, so this time we're going to go via the lobby off to this side room by revealing an invisible door next to the elevator. There we go. Now we can go out. So here on the balcony, we've got some webs and some bats flying around. Quickly flash them to turn them into cash. And then we'll go ahead and get this vacuum, get that web up there for another gold. Of course, we had to vacuum that web anyway for our objective. Flash that grill to make the fire start, and then drag this sack over there. There's something kind of satisfying about that, I must say. Anyway, we've got another web sack here. We'll light it on the grill and carry it right on over to the side here. Feel free to burn any bats along the way. Nope, there's another one right up here. Can't reach it with our web sack, though, so we'll just vacuum it the old-fashioned way. Apparently the bats want to play. However, we've got objectives that we need to fulfill, so let's just get out of here. Actually, we need to go through the other way. We had a spawn camping bat. That wasn't cool. So it appears we have some ghosts here in the dining room. And we just caught 3 greenies at once, so big payday for us. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. And that'll bring the lights on here, though there are no webs that we need to collect, so that was kind of a late celebration there, Luigi. Now we'll finish vacuuming up the webs in the library. So we need to use the dark light to bring this fire to life, then quickly use the sack to light it, and that will let us get past this web wall here. We had to come from the other way, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get to the portrait. Still a web in here. Also, we're getting something of a preview of the area to come, and here's the web we're missing. But, yeah, we're going to be going up on the rafters fairly soon. In fact, that's the last place we need to go. So, if we return to the Master Hall, we'll be able to make our way in that direction. Just vacuum down this tassel. And that's going to make the stairs appear. So, let's get on up there. So here we are at the rafters, with a few more webs for us to vacuum. As well as a safe here. Get ready to vacuum up some cash. And be careful of this fat statue here. Don't investigate this box right away, because, yeah, you might get poked. Anyway, next thing we need to do is go across the support beam here. Use the gyroscope to tilt Luigi left and right so that you don't wind up falling. If you do fall, you just wind up going back to the beginning with less health. Luigi likes to tilt a bit left and right, so you might need to tilt a little far to the left and right in order to keep him balanced. Anyway, light this sack, burn that web wall, and we're almost home. 2 more webs left to find. Let's see, there's one right here. There's also a pile of dust that you can vacuum down. And here's where the last web is. But before we vacuum it up, head on over here and collect this gemstone off of the dresser. That is number 13. So we'll see what that gets for us as soon as we're done with this mission. But for now, vacuum off the cheese, and that's going to reveal some fire. Hit it with the dark light, pull the sack into it, and ignite the final web wall. With that, we now have all the webs burned and caught and whatnot, and EGAD has taken notice.
Oh, yellow.
Good work, Luigi. The spiders should leave now that you've removed their webs. Anywho, a more pressing issue has come up. I may have discovered where the spiders came from. I'll bring you back now to fill you in.
Ow.
And there you go. That is the end of that mission.
I did it.
So yeah, kind of a lengthy one, but not a bad way to end it off on the Gloomy Manor. Still, takes a little while to get through that one. Still, we managed to pull off the 2-star rank, so that's pretty good. You'd think they put a mattress out for him by now. Glad to see you made it back, Sonny. Did you capture any ghosts? Well, sure I did, but I also got a lot of webs. I'm not sure if you want to do this. Oh, that's going to make a big mess. Anyway, there's our 3 new gems, completing our collection of gemstones from the Gloomy Manor. We also got our first gold greenie, another boo, and 825 monies. That puts us past the halfway point to our next upgrade. Alright, Egad, what'd you find out? While you were cleaning out all those webs, I made an important discovery. There's an incredibly strong paranormal signal coming from deep within the manor. Now, I'm not sure what it is or how it managed to evade the periscope's radar for so long, but I reckon it's somehow connected to the spider infestation. Unfortunately, pinpointing the signal hasn't been the easiest of tasks. But as soon as I find the darn thing, I'm sending you in after it. Get your game face on, Sonny. So, while he's figuring that out, I figure we go ahead and show what we're going to get for all of the gemstones and getting all of the booze. So when we come downstairs and check the gem collection, we can see that we have all of the gems from Gloomy Manor. And if you look at the bottom screen, you have an option called View Statue. So we click on that, and we get this little picture of a Luigi statue. And it's decorated with all the gems on the stand. So that's pretty neat, isn't it? I believe there's a different statue to be had with each manor that we visit, so look forward to more of these. Alright, so now we're ready to go and confront the source. This is going to be a boss stage for the Gloomy Manor. Eureka! I've cracked it! I've triangulated the powerful paranormal signal, and it's coming from the Cellar. Oh, yep, the Cellar! Scared? Can't say I blame you. Cellars do have a terrible reputation. But I believe in you, Luigi. You can tell he's absolutely terrified. Once we find out who, or what, is behind this mess, we'll put a stop to it. So button up those overalls real tight and get ready for action, my boy. Now, to get to the cellar, you'll need to take the elevator. It's pretty straightforward, but I'll mark the cellar on your map. And, yeah, looking down at the map, there's not a whole lot to see here. Just go down to the basement level. You got the big key. Now you can gain access to the dungeon's boss. This key should open the elevator, though I imagine the elevator's operating permit may have expired. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Heh, it's not gonna be fine. Okay then, I'll be tracking your progress from the relative warmth and comfort of this bunker. Ready or not? Egad always gives himself the easy job. How do you like that? Ah, you almost got it that time. At least you had your feet down. So, here's where the elevator is, but, before we actually go down there, we've got some treasures that we can collect in this room. Check this jar here. It'll spill out a bunch of coins. When it comes to boss stages like this, you can usually find a good amount of coins right beforehand. Usually close to 200. But anyway, once you're done fiddling around in here, go ahead and put that key into the elevator and let's get down there.
Uh-oh. Hello?
And then Luigi never used an elevator ever again. Well, I may never trust an elevator ever again. Think I'll just stick to stairs. They're far more reliable. Oh, God! But anyway, use your dark light on that painting from down here, and then the coins will just come spilling down. Just have your vacuum ready to catch them as they come. There's also some stuff under the stairs, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. Check these boxes, check the chest. You're not treasure. Now that's treasure. Head on over here. And, well, I thought there was another box over here, but looks like not. Anyway, just use your flashlight to get these spiders out of the way. The spiders, by the way, are not going to drop coins this time, so don't worry about that. But anyway, we've got a pretty big wall of web here, and a little spider sack here. Let's just pull that back a little bit, shall we? Oops, I think somebody might have a problem with that. My, what big eyes you have. So, meet the boss of this stage. It's a big spider. And it's going to hit you very hard if you try and get close to it. There's going to be lots of little spiders around as well. When you get close, it's going to flash its eyes, so you need to hit it with your flashlight so that you can grab the web sack and start pulling it backwards. Avoid its attacks as you work your way back. You can press the B button to jump over certain attacks if you wish. But basically, you want to lead these things into a bit of fire so that it will do that little fuse effect and take out the big web wall. And that's going to bring out the real boss of this, the Grouchy Possessor. You want to quickly get out of the way before it charges at you, then flash it with your light and suck it in just like you would any ghost. It has infinite health, so just do the first charge that you have access to. Once you suck it in once, it's going to go back into the spider and do its thing again. Quickly get out of the way before it charges into you, in between phases. Then it's going to go right through the wall and reveal another web. We forgot to take care of something real quick. First, we need to use the vacuum on this chandelier here and make this thing spin. Watch out for purple goop as you do so, and that's going to burn the webs off to the side. Ooh, muddy. Okay. So now that this soldier is revealed, this is where we're going to need to bring the sack to. Flash the spider, grab the sack, and let's try and get over to that suit of armor. Accidentally hit a spider. And I was standing too close to the big one. I gotta say, for a first boss, this is pretty tough. Not gonna lie. Ugh, tried to jump it. And these spiders always have a way of showing up exactly where I don't want them. No luck. Just, ugh. They also like to drop down right where you're trying to walk to as well. That makes them particularly annoying. But anyway, bring it to this suit of armor. It will stab the sack for you, and now you can focus on getting this, doing the chandelier vacuum trick again. Watch out for the purple blobs, though. And there we go. Now it will light the sack again, and it's going to burn the web wall again. There's a good amount of thinking that goes into each of these boss fights. I can kind of appreciate that. Though it can be pretty tricky. This one especially. I remember this one taking quite a long time for me to figure out how to get through it. So, points for creating a challenging boss, I suppose. Once again, quickly get out of the way so you don't get ran over. And now it should be working its way back over there, tearing down the wall in the process. So now we've got another suit of armor right here, but we're going to need to use this web sack in order to get it over there. Thankfully, this one's not connected to the spider that we're trying to take out, so we're not going to drop this one if we take a hit. But they are going to go out of their way to be as in the way as possible. Anyway, get this suit of armor to light it. And let's get back over there. Oh boy, they're really bringing the house down now. Get this suit of armor ignited. It'd be nice if we could just burn this. But no, the spider will put out your fire before you get the chance to. Grab this sack and pull it backwards. Watch out for the slew of spiders that are going to try and get in your way. It's going to light the web wall again. And the Grouchy Possessor appears one more time. Quickly get out of the way. Flash it! Flash it! Oh, didn't quite get it. Oh boy, it's going all the way across the room now. Over here, please. Oh. Oh, look. Alright, let's try and lead it to a wall. Okay, there we go. Finally, we can suck this thing in, and that's going to be the end of the fight. And for defeating the grouchy possessor, it's another piece of the Dark Moon.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
It gained its pupils, so now it's nice again.
Huh?
Boy, I hope you don't have arachnophobia. And so, with that boss completed, we now get a word from Egad.
Oh. Yellow.
Remarkable! A ghost that can possess other beings. And, unless my eyes are going, the possessor had a piece of the Dark Moon inside himself. Oh, by the way, are you okay? That was a pretty intense scuffle. But you and the Poltergust 5000 really showed that boss ghost who's boss. Come on, you made that joke in the last game. I'm sure you're tired after that fight. I'll bring you back now.
Ow.
And with that,
Oh yeah. Ho, ho.
the boss is finished.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ah! Oh. Oh.
Darn Spider, you interrupted my victory dance!
Phew.
And there we go. I'm not expecting a good rank for that because I did take a lot of knocks there. 150 damage, in fact. Like I said, I do find this first boss to be pretty tricky to try to do without getting hit too much, because there's so much in this boss that can hit you. But there is a lot of thinking involved, and that's pretty true to all the bosses in this game. Luigi, my boy, what a fight! You really used your noggin to teach that ghost a lesson. Let's take a look at that body snatcher ghost. And here it is, the grouchy possessor. And a little bit of money to add to our total. Not a whole lot, but it's something. And we've unlocked a new mission in the Gloomy Manor. We'll have a look at that probably in the next part, because this one's running a little long. Fantastic! Now that we've recovered another Dark Moon piece, we just need to find the rest of them. Again? Was that? You thought we were done? Oh, you didn't think the ghosts would keep all the pieces in the same place, did you? No, these ghosts are far too crafty for that. They've likely spread the pieces across the entire valley. Anywho, let's inspect that piece of the Dark Moon. Criminy! Just like the other one, this thing is covered with the same corrupting energy. But it's nothing a good scrubbing can't fix. And so here's the cleaning record player again. Good, clean, musical fun. Now, if my suspicions are correct, yes, more of that creepy fog has lifted. Maybe the periscope will be able to locate more Dark Moon pieces now. Let's take a gander at the map and see what shakes loose. You've revealed a tree, and 2 buildings between it. Woohoo! That's it! That's where we've got to go next. How are we getting there, you ask? Well, I thought it might come to this, so I made a couple of tweaks to the pixelator. It should now be able to move you to the next location. Check it out on the monitor. And indeed, now that we've completed Confront the Source, we can now go over to the Haunted Towers, which is the second area in the game, and that's where we're going to begin in the next video. So, I hope you enjoyed this one, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time!